What does it take to create a better world? It begins with a spark that brought us together. So together,
we can build a world.
Purpose-driven mindset.
Human resilience. Connected communities.
Creating lives that are healthier,
happier, and infinitely more fulfilling.
Sounds sweet and perfect, doesn't it? But wait, something feels off. Looks like we skipped too far ahead. Let's go back to the present.
Another second closer to midnight.
Now, this feels more like our time, doesn't it? Like changing anything for good feels extremely hard. And in those moments, when we struggle and lose direction, we look around, desperately seeking any spark of hope. Could it be them? No, not quite. Her? Almost. Ah, there. That nice guy. Her? Him. All of them. Ordinary people just like us, but with the courage to challenge the status quo and create solutions that change the world for better. They're startup founders.
Pablo had a struggling friend. He had lots of problems in his own personal life. He just decided, okay, maybe I will create an audio for him. Hours later, he just called him with tears, tearing. This changed my life. That this gave me a complete new outcome of what's happening. And then we had that conversation of, yeah, maybe we do have something here in our hands.
We provide convenient, discreet, and safe access to care for men with intimate health issues like erectile dysfunction, for example. You'd love to see a future where these intimate health topics are no longer a taboo.
The world is a hard place, unfortunately, and it will always be. But having those places where you can rest and get back your energy before going back to the real world, I think that's what we're trying to build.
Really trying to give students freedom of trying, of experimenting, the freedom to fail without consequences, choose your path, to be really the protagonist of your own adventure.
But they also face struggles, setbacks, doubts, and challenges.
The startup, it's like going through the jungles without any compass.
I feel like there's a lot of added pressure.
The hardest thing is feeling lonely.
It's a bit like you're on a ticking clock. So I check our bank account every day.
Sometimes you do crazy progress in 2 weeks, and then for 2 months you stagnate. And it feels really scary because you're like, what am I doing wrong? It's not moving.
And even the bravest among them need support. Our support. Hold on. Whose support are we talking about?
Mine.
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 Ours.
We're ULTRA.VC, an early-stage investor with an in-house accelerator where support becomes a shared vision.
This is something beyond venture capital, and what we're trying to do is to create this change in the world, and not just the change, but a vehicle for change that will last.
We are, as a team, we're still quite young, we are very, very driven, and I know that we are very hungry to show the value that we can give to the world.
So I was a startup founder. We were young and smart asses, and we don't need mentorship, but we sucked at it in the end. And it was very useful from a learning perspective. I look back on it now and I see all the things that, were typical and are typical of startup entrepreneurship.
I mean, of course, it is a VC, it is business, and it is startups, but they choose startups that are impactful. So mission, diversity, and also representation. This is very strong with Ultra. And everyone's super nice. And they give great hugs, and everyone's just super friendly.
We are really focused on helping founders find this existing or soon to exist crucial bottlenecks that prevent them from getting to the next major milestone.
It felt really cool that we would get some help somehow. But the more we started meeting people, the more we realized that it's actually people are actively trying to help. And we were really surprised of how much every mentor, every person in the program tried to understand what we did and tried to challenge us also.
It was the first investors that asked me about my mental health.
You don't feel like pressure. You feel opportunity to express yourself, freedom to fail, freedom to try, freedom to experiment. And I think this energy reflects in how we act and what we do.
Felt very intuitively from the beginning, like this was the right support we needed at exactly this moment in time that we were in.
You don't feel pushed. It's less like telling you what you have to do, but rather like making you accountable of your own decisions. That's a really good value because it places the trust in the founder.
It's like they come in with this mess We sort through all that and we start concentrating that light into a focused laser beam, and they start moving forward. And then when they start getting the progress, that inflection point is when their whole approach changes. They're like, oh wow, this is, like I suddenly understand what's working now. I suddenly understand what I need to do to get this to work, and things are happening and things are exciting. That moment's pure gold. I live for that moment.
They helped us to focus on the market, learn how to bring the right value to our ICP, to focus on the right channel to grow. That's what Ultra did. And we see the results, 3x revenue, that's it, in 3 months.
Until we live in that world, I'm pretty sure that we as a team will not give up doing what we do.
But what is ULTRA.VC in real numbers? Investing in 20 companies per year, running 2 accelerator programs annually, backed by 50+ dedicated mentors and experts, providing up to $300,000 per company, and spending hundreds of hours to drive startup growth.
So we help people to build businesses that help other people to live better lives.
But here's the twist. No, not that kind of twist. None of this happens without you. Founders who dream big, investors who see potential, mentors who guide through the hardest days, ULTRA.VC teammates who make it possible. Because we're not just dreaming of change, we're making it real. And together,
we can build a world.
A world where purpose-driven mindsets
Inspire how we live.
Where challenges are met
With human resilience and connected communities.
Power innovation for empathy.
a place where everybody's potential
Is fulfilled.
Creating lives that are healthier,
Happier and infinitely more fulfilling.
and if we hold on to that, stand firm, dream big, and push forward, the future won't have a choice but to change.